Everybody? Oh my goodness, it is Friday. Everybody, y'all know what that means. We are the Anime and Chill podcast, and today, Abby, we got a special episode. So, why don't you give our audience and everybody who's going to listen into this on our guest today?
I am so excited to have a really fun guest with us today.
Yes,
So we all love anime, and anime comes in many shapes, sizes, forms, but a live action, a real girl. This is
yes.
so exciting. Today we have the star of Skye Hoshi Anime Girl, Olivia Roldan. She'll be talking to us all about the new show, the movie coming out. So sit back, relax, and stay with us.
Okay, I don't know what happened there, but technical difficulties right there, audience. But
Take two. I can always introduce it again.
two.
I'm just so excited
Take
about
two.
this. So Olivia Roldan, leading lady of Skye Hoshi Anime Girl, is going to be chatting with us tonight. I'm very excited to have her on and talk about all this new film that's going to be coming out next month in April. So sit back, relax, and we'll see you on the other
Yes,
side.
sit back, relax, everybody, because I saw the trailer and it's something that, as an anime fan, I'm pretty sure we wish this would happen. So sit back, relax. We're gonna get into, maybe some of our anime history. Definitely Sky Hoshi. We're gonna get right into all this from the movie, from just how everything came to be. So sit back, relax as we get into this. And everybody, Anime and Chill podcast. This is gonna be a good episode. Y'all sit back and relax. Let's go. Here we go. Here she is.
Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Miss Olivia Roldan. We are very thankful to have you here on the Anime and Chill podcast. How are you this evening?
I am doing great. It's a Friday. It's the
Right.
weekend, so
Yes.
Right.
that speaks for itself, I think.
Right. Are you ready to chill with us?
I'm very ready to chill with you guys. Let's do this. Let's get into it. I'm excited.
Yes.
Very good. So I have been seeing Skye Hoshi Anime Girl all over social media. I'm really excited for this film. It must have been a super fun project for everyone involved. So let's jump into it. Tell us all about the film Skye Hoshi Anime Girl.
Yeah, so Sky Hoshi Anime Girl is about an anime girl, Sky Hoshi. That is me. And basically, this hopeless romantic, his name is Adam in the film, played by Hunter. And he makes this wish that, excuse me, that his favorite anime character, Sky, comes to life. And lo and behold, she comes into the real world and she has to, navigate all these new experiences for the first time while also finding her way back home to her poster before it's too late.
Wow, what an adventure!
Imagine every. I mean, I done seen a couple, Boma posters where I'm like, can you come to life? Like, so this is so cool. This is so cool. The aspect, just the whole concept behind this, because as maybe my co-host could relate to, maybe she sees an All Might poster and like, come to life, please, right? Like, this is gonna be so good because everybody can relate to this as an anime fan, all the anime community, because at one point in our lives we've wanted that to happen. So
Right.
yes.
Growing up, I remember even like, I don't know if you guys were into this, but growing up, I was super into Twilight. and reading any Twilight. No, you guys aren't into
Oh
Twilight at
yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah. I
I know
was.
it's the praise.
Yes,
So
I
I remember
was.
reading Twilight, and I was like, God, I wish Edward was real. And then they
Team
made the movie. That's a
Edward,
different-
let's go.
Let's go. I was too. I was like, you know what? I caught on to it, and I was like, yeah, Team Edward, let's do this.
Yes. So I can relate. Yeah.
That is cool. I think that, like DJ said, this is something very relatable. I don't think there's any anime fan that doesn't have a poster, a figure, or something of their favorite character that they could just wish they had that interaction with. And if you've ever been to an anime convention and you get to meet the voice actor for your favorite characters, just hearing them say your name, but to actually see them in person.
Yes.
So Sky Hoshi comes to life. She jumps out of the poster. That is really exciting. I'm excited to hear all about this film and actually see it. I can't wait for some of these effects that are going to be going on.
Yes, yes. I can't wait for this. So, how do you describe this character, Sky Hoshi? How do you what's best describes her?
I would say she is very optimistic. She's very lovable. She, experiencing everything for the first time, she's able to, I think, appreciate the world a little more. And the things that we take for granted in our day-to-day life, Skye really doesn't. And she sees the beauty in it all. And I think it reminds us throughout the film to not take these little things for granted that we get to experience every day, whether it be just trying new foods, whether it be, experiencing love, sadness, grief, but like just to be able to feel something is something to be grateful for. So you'll get a lot of that theme throughout the film, I think. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Right, that's interesting to dive into because I would assume that in her anime world, not everything is quite the way that the real world works. So I'm sure maybe the ramen that she eats in her world probably isn't the same as the ramen in the real world, right?
Yeah. So, and that's the creator, Kalani Hubbard, who wrote and directed the film. He wanted to make sure. It's not that I'm coming into this world and I'm like, what's a spoon? What's a straw? It's just that I am now three-dimensional, right? So I know what ramen is, but I'm like, have I ever actually tasted this before? Like I know because it was written for me, but things were always written for me. I was, the store, everything was pre-planned, premeditated, but now I'm coming to this world, experiencing it firsthand for the first time. So I think that's also something that's a little different than Kalani has expressed before, that it's not so much like, for example, life size. I don't know if you guys are familiar with life size.
I am,
yes.
and I'm kind of hearing about it, and I'm going, I'm so curious to know how this is going to play out because that is such a cult classic for any 90s girl. So I'm really eager to see that the new style spin on it.
Exactly. He wanted it to be a little like a different take than that, since it's been done. So more so, I do know, and I'm familiar with these things in the real world, since the manga is basically a mirror of this New York City. It's just takes place in the future. It's just I'm just really experiencing these things for the first time.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm so glad that you said life size, because it's like, oh my gosh, what person doesn't know this movie? And I'm like thinking, oh my gosh, please tell me that's what this is, because it has my full attention now.
Yes,
so
it does,
really
right?
excited about this. So I'm so curious, did you have any experience with anime before filming Sky Hoshi?
Yeah, so I'm not really I'm not very well I would say educated in the anime world, but I will say, growing up, I feel like I had some influence from my brother. So we would watch like Dragon Ball Z or like Pokemon or like Yu-Gi-Oh! And like those type of shows I watched when I was younger. But yeah, so I feel like I didn't come into it completely completely knowing nothing. I had a little inkling as to what anime is and what it's about.
And that's something that's important with the anime world. Like, it doesn't matter if you've seen Dragon Ball when you were a child, you're
Yeah.
still welcome in the anime universe.
Yes.
No one's ever going to say, oh my gosh, you don't know anything about
Leave.
anime.
Get out of here.
No,
No,
I
it's
think
all welcomed.
it is all very welcoming. You don't have to be caught up on the most recent episode of every single anime for you to be an anime fan. So that's cool that you kind of had a foundation of, well, I remember this and I remember how it felt going into reporting as Sky Hoshi. So I'm really, that's kind of cute. I love that.
Right? It doesn't matter if this is your day 1 or your day 100 in anime. It's all good. It's all good. Everything's real welcoming. So, like every person we pregame, we get into this mind, you know what? I want to shoot like LeBron James, or I want to do this. Did you watch any anime to prepare for filming? Like,
yeah, so that is a story in itself. So I had only a few days before I started filming. Basically, I was offered the role like 3 days before filming, and I didn't see the script yet. I had no idea who Skye was. I just knew she was an anime girl, and it was pretty exciting though. They were like, okay, so we start shooting in 3 days. You're going to be Sky Hoshi, and by the way, we're going to be filming at Anime NYC. And I was like, oh my God, so many things at once. I was very excited. So preparing for the role was a little different than I would prepare for any other role, where you have the whole script usually, or at least you have like a few scenes or whatnot, so you could get a feel for the character, and her story arc and whatnot. But for this film, since I only had a few days, I, looked at some clips on YouTube. I looked up some anime, like I was like typing like anime scenes with like female anime characters, like fight scenes and maybe like dialogue, just to get a sense so that I can bring some of that element to the movie. So, for example, Skye has this like signature pose where she takes out her laser, but every time she takes out her laser, I have the pose that I do or that Skye does. And but some of that I pulled that inspiration from, just YouTube and finding clips. But yeah, it was a little different than I would prep for other films with a little more time.
Nice.
That is so fun. Was there one certain character that you found yourself gravitating to? Like, oh, I love that design. I love the way that they pose. Was there one character that stuck out?
I'm going to be honest with you. I just think I took a little bit from everything that I saw, because there was no one particular character. It was just really that I was watching clips, like a compilation of anime and trying to find, just something like a common theme throughout and something that I could bring to the movie, besides the laser pose, like down to the eating ramen. So I don't like the eating it fast, bringing it to the mouth, like when I apologize and whenever I'm embarrassed, I'll be like, sorry, with like the hand to the back. So there's
Yes.
that I would bring to the dialogue. And, and then Kalani, of course, put in, me falling on top of Adam, which is like classic anime as well. So there are things that we all, the crew, the cast try to keep in mind while making this film.
That's so funny that you mentioned, sorry, and putting your hand. That is a very physical form. So I'm eager to see how some of these, things that we know are classic anime movements, like, oh, that's such a thing, how that translates to live action. That's gonna be exciting
definitely, especially how you eat ramen in anime. It's
right.
So I went for it.
That's exactly.
I ate that ramen.
Yeah, especially how you eat ramen in anime.
Right. So, talking all of the fun things about the film without spoiling it, what was your favorite part of filming Sky Hoshi? Was there a certain scene, maybe your costume? Was it a line in the script? What was your favorite?
Yeah, I think some of my favorite parts in the film would be those really, like, yes, like drawing the laser gun and those like actiony scenes were fun, but my favorite would be the most grounded scenes where Skye starts to feel things for the first time, and those parts where I would really connect with Adam, and they were just so grounded in reality, but something about it was so beautiful and simple, like with her tasting ramen for the first time, her experiencing she says one line where I felt the embrace of I believe I felt the embrace of someone's hug or touch today, and there's just something like that. Those scenes where she's just where she's connecting with her humanity, I think were some of my favorite and most beautiful scenes to me. Yeah, that I think will relate to everyone who's watching.
That's so sweet. I like
Yeah.
that.
Definitely, definitely. So big shout out to Pure Magic Pictures, for doing this. Is an amazing, again, an amazing film. It's going to look like it's really good. So what kind of vibe was it working with them? Was it like a family team, during filming? How was everything?
It really, Stephanie and Kalani, shout out to them. They of Pure Magic Pictures, they are absolutely incredible. The teams that they put together and the actors that they cast, I really feel like they put a lot of thought into it, because we all really do feel like a family. And it is such a supportive environment that they create with all of their projects and their films. And it really makes it a safe space for the actor to create. And it was a very collaborative environment. So it really does feel like a very tight knit family, and it's a really great team. So, and I care a lot about that. With and every actor does, and I'm sure anyone, you want to get along with the people in
Yes.
your workspace, but you also want there to be respect. And I really feel like there was that. The creativity, the respect was there, and it made it such a fun and creative process. So definitely.
Right. And there's something that I want anybody listening and watching to know. Pure Magic Pictures is not just a team, it is a husband and wife
Yep.
team. They wrote and developed and directed the whole
Yes.
thing. So it's so cool that a couple went in on this that clearly enjoy the same things, and they were able to produce this
Yeah.
production that clearly enjoyed anime and all things nerdy, it seems like. So
Yes.
that's going to be eager. It's done with passion.
Yeah, Stephanie and Kalani, they're owners of Pure Magic Pictures, and they have films beforehand that they did too. So Stephanie wrote the film Lily Darling, emo punk rock rom com, and then also Kalani wrote, directed, and Stephanie produced Plunder Quest, which I had like a smaller role in. And then and then he wrote and directed, as you know, Skye Hoshi Anime Girl, and his wife produced it. So they really are a dream team. Great people to work with.
Nice, nice. Give it up.
Very
See, like
cool.
that's working together. Oh my God. Yes. That's cool.
Yeah.
Not every day you can say, hey, me and my husband are working on this, or we're working on, that is amazing. That is yes, that is so good.
Right. Talk about being able to bond in your relationship, right? That's
Yeah,
so
they do a
cool.
beautiful job at it. So yeah.
And they could always say, how was your day at work? They know
Yeah, right.
they know how to answer that.
That
know
is
how to-
so cool. I love that.
Oh
So
yeah.
now that you've worked as a live action anime character, would you consider voice acting for anime shows in the future?
Send me the jobs.
There you go. Everybody, send her the jobs.
No. Voice actor. Get out. Yeah, I'll do it.
That is so fun. So, like, what type of character would you like to voice? Would you like to be a villainess or the heroine? What type of character?
I think a villain could be fun.
Right.
Always, right? The villains always have a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's the most fun. Like in this film, I'm definitely not the villain. That would be Kira, played by our wonderful Regina.
Okay.
But which she has a ton of fun in that role as well. But yeah, I would like to have a chance to do that. Yeah.
Nice.
That's so cool.
That's so cool. So having spent time, in costume playing Skye, would you ever considered at a anime character at a convention or something? Like what would that be?
Well, I would 100% cosplay Skye. So I don't care. I'm gonna show up as Skye. with my pink wig, which they actually let me keep from filming.
Wow.
Nice.
The pink wig, which I was very stoked about. So yeah, I would go to Anime NYC and cosplay as Skye, aka myself. So
So,
nothing like a
prior,
little promo. So
right? Prior to that, have you ever cosplay at all, or has this been your first for everything?
my favorite holiday, by the way, is Halloween. So I take that
Bingo.
very, very seriously.
Bingo.
Yeah, so that is my cosplay. Have I ever went to Anime NYC? No, that was my first time going to like an official like cosplay convention. But but yeah, I love dressing up as different characters. I did oh my god, please tell me you guys know this film, but Planet Terror.
Planetary. Yes. Yes.
It's ringing bells.
Yes.
Okay, well, I dressed up as Tori Darling, and
Okay.
I built an M14 and put it on my leg. I hope I'm saying it right, but yeah, it
Oh,
was pretty insane.
oh, okay.
That is so cool. I love that.
Oh,
So
oh.
that is so neat. We'll just chat for a little bit while she is gonna hop back in here.
There we go.
Yes, she hopped back
There
in.
we go.
So you said this was your first experience at a convention. So Anime NYC, I have got to know, what were you anticipating in your mind? And you said that you were filming there. So did you ever have a time where you weren't filming, that you got to experience the convention? Walk me through that, because I love hearing about people's first convention experience.
Yeah, so I feel so there was no downtime, but regardless, we were enjoying it for sure. It was very cool just to see everybody, like how much work everyone puts into their outfit, to see, just seeing these huge banners and seeing these giant like sculptures. There was a giant ramen bowl filled with ramen with like chopsticks and like
nice.
ramen hanging off. It was just very cool to just see everyone's costumes, and and it was cool because people actually came up to us and they were like, hey, like, they're like, who are you? Like, your character looks sick. And it's just something about that was very validating, that we're like, this character is pulling the attention of these people that have like some guy, and maybe you guys will know what anime is from. I didn't. I just thought it was super cool. But some guy had like a chainsaw on his head.
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man, yeah.
Chainsaw Man. Yeah.
So I'm just like, if these people that have these kind of outfits think I'm cool, I was like, I must be cool. Like, so that was definitely very validating.
Validation. Boom. Stamp.
Really. Yeah. And honestly, I was like, that props to Stephanie and Kalani. They put together that costume. So shout out to them. And that was actually the first outfit we put on the day of fitting. We went through, that was the first one. And then we go through like 5, 6 other outfits. And we were like, something about that number one. Like, yeah. So that was actually our first outfit that we put on that turned out to be Sky Hoshi's whole costume.
Wow.
Her whole outfit. And yeah, so it's very cool being at the anime convention for the first time, to be an original anime character, and to also have people there really coming up to us and be like, wow, your outfit's so cool. Some guy came up to me and he was like, wait, I know you from a and it's funny, so I'm like, you will.
You will.
Right, I like that.
Yes, you will.
It's very cool for everybody to experience that.
I think that's something that all anime fans want to do. They want to go, did I miss a show? Is there a character in a show that I missed? I need to be able to place this character.
Yes.
It's cool that you were able to be Sky Hoshi and introduce these people to a whole nother facet of their fandom, their favorite thing, into a live action version of this. I'm so curious to see how many more Sky Hoshis are going to start popping up at conventions. That would be so cute.
Oh, yeah.
Army of Skies.
Army of Skies. Lasers everywhere. Just
yes, right.
Let's do it.
So that is so much fun. So now that you've had your first experience,
yes,
would you like to go back to an anime convention, or any convention for that matter?
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to go back to the anime one and I'm going to dress up as Skye, as I said. So that is a goal of mine. Hopefully, maybe I can convince Kalani and Stephanie to all of us to wear pink wigs and go to anime.
That would be
There
so
you go.
fun.
Oh my gosh.
That is so cool. That is so
That
cool.
would be great. Have the entire team
Yeah,
dressed
And
up.
pink wigs. Let's go. Pink wigs.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Right. I'll take a zapper and a pink wig. Let's go. I'm with it. I am with it.
So fun. Okay, so you had never cosplayed before. I'm sure you've been in costume for characters before. You've experienced that. You've been there. Was there maybe like a costume from your childhood, a childhood film that like, okay, you've got the bug and now you want to start dipping your toes into it? I know you said you did Planet Terror. Maybe you can start thinking about watching some anime now and go, maybe a Sailor Moon would be fun, or maybe a Bulma would be fun.
Yeah. I don't think so. I feel like your question was like, what got me into like dressing up and cosplaying?
Or would you, now that you've been bitten by the bug of having people come up to you and interact with you in costume, would you be inspired to do that again, but as a different character, maybe one that you have more?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I would love to do it as a different character. As I said before, I would have to, watch more anime to just be more informed. But based off of what I do know, yeah, like Sailor Moon, I know.
Oh, sure, that would be great.
Right?
A Disney princess? You could absolutely nail a Disney princess cosplay.
Right.
That would be great for you. You've got a wonderful personality for that. So I think that would be. I'm not telling you what to cosplay, but I think it would be.
I'm not telling you what I'm telling you.
As someone who enjoys the hobby and someone who enjoys anime, I think that you've got a great personality for it. I think it would be super fun. And I'm also an enabler, so I just want to.
Yes.
I just want to encourage everyone.
Yeah, you just mentioned cosplay to Abby. She will. Poof, let's go.
I do. That is so exciting. I really enjoy that. So let's talk a little bit about your background in acting. How did you get into acting? What inspired you to be an actress? How do you get into the headspace for some of your characters? Walk us through some of those things.
Yeah. So I grew up performing. Like my parents put me in local theater when I was a kid, and then I did a lot of I did a lot of local theater. I went to high school for performing arts, and then I went to college to get my degree in originally musical theater. And then I decided I didn't really want to pursue musical theater, so I just stuck to straight theater. And then when I graduated, I just continued taking programs within acting. And then I started auditioning. And yeah, I've done, I have a background, yes, in musical theater, but I've done film, TV, along with theater. Yeah.
Very good.
Nice.
So in order to get in the headspace for Sky Hoshi, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So usually it of course depends on the character, but a lot of the times, like if it's for a character that already exists, so if it's for like a musical theater production, I will look at previous actors, actresses that have done the role, but not too much because I'm not trying to imitate what they did, but kind of just researching a little bit about the show, where developing a backstory for this character. But I don't feel like that's just musical theater. That goes with acting, with any type of acting, whether it be straight theater, TV, film, developing a backstory for this character. Where did this character come from? What do they want? How are they going to get it? What is at stake here? And that's also what kind of went into, Sky Hoshi as well. And not kind of, definitely went into Sky Hoshi as well. I was like, what are my stakes in this film? What does Sky Hoshi want by the end? If she doesn't get it, what is going to happen? So I feel like that's really how I prepare for, most scenes or, for characters. You develop the character, but also figure out what are their intentions and what do they want.
I love that.
Love that.
Nice walkthrough. Very good. Would you ever see yourself being Sky Hoshi again? Was there a sequel that maybe you'd be like, oh, I'd love to do her again. I'd love to jump back into that character.
Yeah.
There's let's go.
I feel sure. I had such a fun time playing her, and again, like I really hope that when people watch it, they're like they find her lovable, because I really did. I loved playing Skye, and I would love the chance, Kalani, to play her again.
Knock
Um,
knock.
yeah. I mean, hey, you never know. So, I mean, he created a film. Now there's a manga, and now there is, yeah. So now it's gonna be a whole story. And who knows? That's just volume 1. So
That's so
Yes.
exciting.
Yes. So we definitely anime universe, anime community. Please tune into this because we are trying to push this to a whole new level where we can get more volumes. Let's do this. Let's push it out there,
Absolutely.
right? Let's push this out there. So that's good. That's good.
Very, very good. So I wanted to let everybody know that tickets are available now to the Sky Hoshi Anime Girl
Yes.
live digital premiere on April 21st at skyhoshi.com. So that is April 21st this year, like less than 2 months away,
Yes.
at SKYEHOSHI.com. This is a digital premiere, so you can sit back, relax on a Friday night, and animate and chill and enjoy the new Sky Hoshi Anime Girl
Yes.
movie.
yes, and tickets come with owning the movie forever. You get
Oh.
free month to the Pure Magic Picture streaming service, and then awesome Sky Hoshi merch. Which, by the way, hold up.
Oh yeah. There we go. I was gonna say that the Cubs posters. I seen it all. Nice.
And make sure, if you want to keep up to date with all the updates with the movie, the film, the merch, you could just follow Pure Magic Pictures on Instagram and YouTube, and you'll get everything there as well.
Definitely check out the posters. I seen the merch. I said yes, it's a must grab. I need some of that. So everybody go check them out. Actually, you know what? I usually have 2 final questions for our guests. I'm gonna ask you these final 2 questions regardless. Okay, so since we're gonna use some of your cast members, you can invite 5 of them. You're gonna host a dinner. What are we eating, and who are you inviting? That's the first question. Go.
You don't want me to have friends. Okay. Damn. Okay, we are eating ramen.
Oh, there we go.
I don't stray too far from Skye. There are a lot of similarities. So I will say ramen is one of them. I love me some ramen. So that's actually our wrap party. That's what we did. We all went out and got ramen.
There we go.
Anyway, so we're gonna get ramen. 5 of the cast.
Yes.
So not the crew. Just
the cast. Your choice. Your choice.
Just the cast? I was gonna say.
Your choice.
Okay. So Hunter, of course. He was my co-star, but also we get along off as well, like off screen. He's great. He's hilarious. He's a great guy. So I would definitely invite him for dinner. I'd also invite Regina. She is amazing too. We actually just had Galentine's together too.
Okay.
Yeah, so Regina, Hunter, Lewis. Oh my gosh. I actually was just on but it's fine. I'm gonna get off topic. Yeah, so Lewis, he's a great guy. He's very funny. On screen too. Lewis plays Marvin in the film, by the way, who is a comic book store character, and he is obsessed with time travel. He is hilarious. So yes, I would like to have him at dinner. So that's 3. Okay.
2 more.
I'm gonna say Chris. He plays the lead guitarist in the band. And I would bring him to dinner because he's a sweet guy, and also he could play some of the music, like while we're eating.
Nice. See, there we go. I like that.
And then one. Chris. I would invite Chris, who plays he plays the cranky the cranky manager in the store. So yeah, he's hilarious. Chris is hilarious. He is so good. Yeah, I'm gonna bite Chris. And I know that's 5. But that's just the cast. So I was just not doing crew. I was like, okay, I'll just stick to cast. So nobody else be mad at me.
Nobody be mad at you.
Yeah.
That's okay. You can always have another dinner.
It's all
right?
good. It's all good. Okay. Final one. There's a billboard out to the world.
Okay.
What is your message to the world?
Oh, that's such a good one. I feel like I have to give this one thought.
That's okay.
That's what it's there
okay.
For. Oh man. I think I would say this is a cliche, but it's a mantra that I repeat to myself. So I would say you are enough. So I would just say you are enough. And what my acting teacher, and now this isn't from me, but what my acting teacher, shout out to Anthony Abison, tells everyone is you have the world inside of you. And he always reminds us that anytime we doubt ourselves. So you have the world inside of you. Remember that.
Love it.
I
love that. Yes.
Very, very good one.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. That's inspiring. So everybody go check this out. This is going to be an amazing project, amazing film going on right here. So definitely check it out. We can't wait. April 21st. It's going down. Anime universe. Something we've all wished upon, that we wanted our characters to come to life. Go watch this. Go. Please watch. Please, everybody tune in. Definitely tune in. So before we exit, we always end with our slogan, the Anime and Chill Podcast slogan. We always encourage our guests to say it with us. So, because we do mean this to heart. So we want everybody to catch on with this, because we do mean this to heart. So every time we end this episode, we always end it with the peace, love, and anime. There we go.
Yay!
Nice.
Very good.
Yeah, so everything will be on the description below, everybody. The links or where you can see this. And yes, please go follow her, support her. She is doing something amazing. She's an actor, and then she's doing something for the anime community, everybody. So definitely go support this. This is going to be an amazing film. So I can't wait for this. And go get the merch, go get the cups, go get the poster. And, because you never know, you hang the poster, she may just come out. So just go get the poster, get the merch, everybody. Peace out, everybody.